Hi, we are Vibelabs and we create engagement platforms for ecosystems. Not so long ago, finding interesting events was simple. You went to your community hall, looked at the notice board, found a flyer of interest and attended the event of your choice. Fast forward to today, and there are 3 major platforms that capture 90% of events posted, and those platforms are Facebook, Eventbrite and Meetup. And the 3 platforms give you access to tens of thousands of events hosted by a range of organisations. So we've gone from having access to a handful of events to having access to any one of thousands of specific event types, which is awesome. But the volume and the fact that they're posted on different platforms has made it difficult to find relevant events within certain communities, such as universities, city events, and the startup ecosystem. But this isn't just a problem for event attendees, but also the hosts and their authoritative bodies. Because a good indicator of the health of an ecosystem is the measurement of events and engagement around them. Due to the fact that they're posted by multiple hosts on a myriad of platforms, it's difficult to measure and analyse. Over the past few months, we've been working closely with the Student Union of the University of Queensland and provides a good example of the problem described. At UQ alone, there are more than 200 clubs and societies, which equates to approximately 80 events each week to keep track of. Students just aren't able to do this. So students are missing out on the opportunities attending these events provide. Clubs and societies' messages are getting lost in the noise, seeing them miss out on maximising event attendance. But the bigger problem is for the university, because the university understands that there's an array of metrics that feed into student engagement both in and outside the classroom, which is why Australian universities this year alone are spending $150 million improving the student experience. The challenge here is that while metrics in the classroom are simply measured, the factors outside, including events, is much more difficult. We have partnered with the UQ Union and delivered our solution for the problem at UQ was a centralised platform that lets students find events based on their needs. It increases the invisibility and awareness of the services and support the university provides, allowing students to maximise their experience. We can then provide the university with key user insights and quantifiable event data, giving decision makers a true measure of the health of engagement efforts, which until now has not been possible. We partnered with the Student Union at the University of Queensland, and in February this year, we launched UQ Vibe, the go-to events app on campus. In the past 4 weeks, we've experienced almost 2,000 downloads and enjoyed 22% retention rate when compared to industry average of 8%. We've also been approached by a number of departments at the uni that have noticed the benefits of the platform, wanting to cross-promote it to students and have their events displayed on the app.
Now, the same problem that we're currently solving for UQ is also what we'll be working on for the rest of the higher education market, the city event space, as well as for startup ecosystems. Now, in order to do this, we'll be spending the next 2 months building upon our current framework with a focus on completing our user analytics dashboard. Once this is complete, we'll be in a position to focus more on customer acquisition. Our current goal is to have 8 more enterprise clients by the end of Q4 2018, and this will result in us having an annual turnover of just over $500,000. So our business model focuses on a B2B white label structure. We'll be charging organizations a licensing fee for use of our service, which will provide them with a platform that is branded to their organization. Our second revenue stream and advertising model comes from our ability to link advertisers to users of specific demographics on our platform. For example, UQ Vibe will give interested organizations a direct way to market to students at the University of Queensland, and they'll be able to further segment this by degree or year level. In fact, we have already had a number of organizations approach us to be amongst the first to advertise on our platform. Currently, we are in talks with 2 of them, with trials having begun this week. Now, the 3 platforms that we mentioned earlier could be considered our main competitors. However, this is not the case. These platforms push out thousands of events every week that users need to keep track of. So by centralizing them all into one location, we solve the fragmentation problem that these platforms have unknowingly created. The team behind this comes from a wide variety of backgrounds and experiences. Stuart is our head of business, David our head of marketing, and myself our head of technology. So what we are asking for today is $250,000 in investment to aid us in further completing our framework and also with customer acquisition. we are also seeking introductions to key decision makers in organizations that could benefit from our service. Once again, we are Vibelabs, and we make engagement platforms for organizations. Thank you.